What's up, Street Fighter fans? Have you ever wondered why we're so captivated by villains? Whether it's their complex personalities, their mysterious backgrounds, or just their sheer power, there's something undeniably fascinating about the dark side. In Street Fighter 6, the roster is already impressive, but wouldn't it be thrilling to see more villains? Imagine bringing back iconic antagonists from past games, or even introducing fearsome foes from different games and franchises into the mix. But before we dive into the dark, twisted world and explore these villains, make sure to like and subscribe for more fighting game content. Let's begin by exploring why we're so captivated by villains. To illustrate this, we'll examine two iconic characters, Bison from Street Fighter and Geese Howard from SNK. People are often captivated by villains for various psychological and narrative reasons. Villains like Bison from the Street Fighter series and Geese Howard from Fatal Fury embody traits and complexities that make them compelling characters, appealing to audiences on multiple levels. First, villains often possess a sense of power and authority that can be alluring. Bison, with his psycho power and commanding presence, is a formidable force in the Street Fighter universe. His ruthlessness and ambition to conquer the world present a challenge that heroes must overcome, creating a high-stakes narrative that keeps audiences engaged. Similarly, Geese Howard, with his mastery of martial arts and control over the Southtown underworld, exudes an intimidating charisma. His calculated demeanor and strategic mind make him a formidable opponent, elevating the tension in any storyline he's a part of. Additionally, villains often have complex backstories and motivations that add depth to their characters. Bison's quest for ultimate power is rooted in his desire to transcend human limitations, making him a symbol of ambition unchecked by morality. This complexity can evoke a mix of fear, respect, and even a degree of empathy from the audience. Geese Howard's rise from a street thug to a powerful crime lord is a classic tale of ambition and ruthlessness. His personal vendettas and tragic losses provide layers to his character, making him more than just an antagonist, but the person with a multifaceted personality. The appeal of villains also lie in their ability to challenge the heroes. A hero's journey is defined by the obstacles they must overcome, and powerful villains like Bison and Geese Howard provide the perfect foil. Their strength and cunning force heroes to evolve, pushing them to their limits and making their eventual victory all the more satisfying. Moreover, villains often embody the darker aspects of human nature, allowing audiences to explore these traits vicariously. Through characters like Bison and Geese Howard, we can confront themes of power, corruption, and ambition in a safe and entertaining context. This exploration can be both thrilling and thought-provoking, adding a layer of psychological engagement to the story. As we all know, villains play a crucial role in any fighting game. Street Fighter 6 is no exception. The inclusion of more villains in the game can provide a multitude of benefits that enhance both the gameplay experience and the overall narrative. First and foremost, villains add depth and complexity to the storyline. Street Fighter's lore is rich with diverse characters, each with their own motivations and backgrounds. Villains like Vega, Balrog, and Gil have left indelible marks on the series. Vega, with his obsession with beauty and his sadistic tendencies, introduces a psychological element. Balrog, the brutal boxer driven by greed, embodies raw, unrestrained power. Gil, the self-proclaimed messiah with godlike abilities, introduces a sense of grandeur and high stakes. Bringing these original villains back can revive the rich history of the series, providing continuity and depth to the narrative. Moreover, villains serve as essential foils to the heroes. They challenge the protagonists, pushing them to their limits and forcing them to grow. In Street Fighter 6, the presence of formidable villains can enhance the gameplay by offering players more diverse and challenging opponents. Each villain has unique fighting styles and strategies that can test player skills and adaptability. This diversity keeps the gameplay fresh and engaging, preventing it from becoming monotonous. Villains often drive the main conflicts and story arcs in the game. They create scenarios that require resolution, motivating the heroes and giving purpose to their battles. A well-crafted villain can elevate the stakes, making the player's journey more compelling and meaningful. Street Fighter 6 has the opportunity to expand its roster with iconic villains from various franchises, each bringing their unique flair and challenges to the game. One such character is Spawn. Although not traditionally a villain, his dark and powerful persona will be a compelling addition. Spawn's appearance in Soul Calibur showcased his ability to blend seamlessly into fighting game mechanics, while retaining his distinctive supernatural abilities and intricate backstory. His inclusion in Street Fighter 6 will not only attract fans of Spawn comics and movies, but also introduce a character capable of rivaling the most formidable fighters in the series. Another intriguing candidate is Omega Rugal, a recurring antagonist from the King of Fighters series. Omega Rugal epitomizes sheer strength and villainy, enhanced by cybernetic enhancements and a relentless thirst for power. His moveset combines ruthless efficiency with devastating martial art techniques, making him a formidable opponent for any Street Fighter character. His inclusion would undoubtedly raise the competitive bar, challenging players with his aggressive playstyle and imposing presence. Kazuya Mishima from the Tekken series is another character whose villainous nature and complex backstory make him a compelling choice. As the central antagonist of the Mishima saga, Kazuya struggled with the demonic power within him, and his ruthless determination for dominance over his family's empire would add layers of intrigue to Street Fighter VI's narrative. His Mishima-style fighting techniques, infused with devastating demonic powers, would provide a fresh and formidable challenge for Street Fighter veterans and newcomers alike. Magneto, the master of magnetism for Marvel's X-Men universe, brings a different dimension to the villainous lineup. His ability to manipulate metal with unparalleled precision and his charismatic, yet ruthless demeanor makes him a formidable opponent. Imagine the tactical depth and aerial supremacy Magneto would bring to Street Fighter VI, challenging players with his unique control over battlefield and strategic mind. Jeddah Doma from Capcom's Darkstalker series is a character steeped in dark magic and intrigue. As a high-ranking noble of the demon world Makai, Jeddah possesses immense power and a twisted sense of justice. His ability to manipulate life and death itself, combined with his elegant yet deadly fighting style, would introduce a supernatural element to Street Fighter VI. Jeddah's inclusion would not only appeal to fans of the Darkstalker series, but also provide an otherworldly challenge that pushes the boundaries of traditional fighting game mechanics. Lastly, Geese Howard from SNK's Fatal Fury series is a classic villain known for his ruthless ambition and mastery of martial arts. His presence in Street Fighter VI would bring a sense of nostalgia and rivalry as players face off against his iconic moves, like the deadly Raging Storm and counterattacking tactics. Geese's strategic mind and imposing presence would make him a standout antagonist, challenging players to adapt and overcome his relentless pursuit of power. In conclusion, the addition of these iconic villains from other franchises will not only diversify Street Fighter VI's roster, but also enrich its narrative and gameplay experience. Each character brings their unique backstories, abilities, and challenges, ensuring that every match is filled with excitement and strategic depth. Now, who among these villains would you like to see join the Street Fighter universe? And how do you think they will fare against its legendary fighters? Leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe for more theories and info. This has been your host, CB. Welcome to the Fighterverse.